about anyway. So Tomi Ungerer is a. Can I have the screen?
Yeah.
So Tomi Ungerer is from France, and he was born in 1931, and he's an illustrator and children's author. So, and you might wonder, I'm a filmmaker, and you might be like, so why is he doing kids' books? Well, my approach to the reason why I chose Tomi is because for influences and also just the format, it just felt really freeing. At first, I was like feeling really constrictive about it because it was like, oh, I should pick something super heady or something like that. But like really, it's been about like this whole process of making films has been about like kind of finding my voice and how do you make it way bigger?
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I think I got it. That's fine. That's Tomi. But so the reason why I chose Tomi was because like I was thinking way too much about this. Do you want to read the story?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about it first. Okay. For the finale, well, the finale is a movie we're going to show. But so
For the finale.
before, sure, we'll read a little bit from. But do you want to read? I want to read from Moon Man. Is that okay? Okay. So one thing, the reason why I chose Tomi was because like I was my approach to media and making stuff was like just way too heady. And I was like, I was disconnected from the story. I was disconnected from the. I'm gonna turn the bass down just again a little bit. Is that better? I felt disconnected from like the heart of the thing. And so when I found that when I read books to my kiddo here, that's when I felt the most connected to like telling stories. And so Tomi's approach. But he also so Tomi was from France, and his father was killed by the Nazis in the World War II, and but he was like 8 years old at the time, and so he was sad. He was sad, yeah, and he was mad too, but he didn't really have a voice. So what he did was he draw all these satirical drawings of Nazis and power struggles and all kinds of stuff in such a way that it was his way of biting back, his way of like being young and a kid and having a voice. So he would take all these like real life themes and tie them into like these fantastic stories. And so what I love about his work is that the fantasy involved, but also the approach to just real life situations and making real life seem more surreal and more rich and deeper. But in a very simple, not simple, but I guess like fun way. So this is his book, Moon Man. This is the cover. And Moon Man Moon Man lives on the moon. He is the moon, I think, actually. And where's he at here? So the Moon Man lives on the moon, and he fantasizes about all the fun people have on Earth. And every night, from his drifting sphere, the Moon Man is filled with envy as he watched Earth people dance. If only I could join the fun, he thought. Life up here is such a bore. And so these aren't in like the greatest order. So he hitches a ride on a comet that's passing by. He comes down to the Earth, and he crashes into the woods, and the night creatures of the woods fled in terror at the loud crash of the fallen star. And so what happens then is like, this is crazy. So all the police and the military come out, and the site guy's wants to take pictures of his kids, and the guy who wants to sell everybody else ice cream. So it's like, look at this. It's like so rich. It's like colors. Look at these weird guys back here. Like they're so grim. determined. Like, if you look at this guy's like chin, this is like everything right there.
And they're never really happy.
Yeah, and they're never really happy. A lot of the official guys are never really happy. Obviously, Tomi Ungerer has kind of a disdain for authority. So as you can see, so the Moon Man, he gets thrown in jail, and because he's the moon, he goes through different phases. And see there, and then he's able to escape through the bars. So he escapes the bars, and he like wanders through the midnight jungles, and then he finds this garden party where he's able to really find what the Earth is all about, the things that he came here to see and be immersed in. So anyway, I'm going to stop with the story because you can read the book. You want to talk?
I want to read the book.
Okay, don't talk too loud at the mic.
Okay.
All right, you read the book. I'm going to look at what I'm talking about next. Here, I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead.
One clear starry on clear starry nights, the moon can be seen and curled up in his shimmering sea in space. Every night from his drifting sphere, the Moon Man was filled with envy as
as he watched
the Earth people dance. If only I could join the fun, he thought. Life up here is such a bore.
All right, kiddo. I think that's good for now.
Oh, come
Okay,
on!
you read this one. Read this page, and then we'll go
It's
back.
the most exciting thing.
Okay, all right. Go back.
One night, a shooting star flashed by. The Moon Man leaped just in time to catch the fiery tail of the comet. Please can I read it?
Okay, last page. Totally the last page. Come on.
But can I please finish this story?
No, it's too long.
Okay. The night creatures of the woods flowed in terror at the loud crash of the falling star. Please, Mom. Please.
No, okay, that's it. Well, maybe we'll come back to it, okay?
I wanted. Okay.
So, but as you can see, she loves this book, and the reason why, it's a book we both love, and so it's a way I say that it influenced me in my work is that, it was an ability to, connect with something so at home, something that was, me and her, chilling, it's the end of the day, and we're in bed, and we're reading a bedtime story, and it's she's about to drift off in dreamland, and it's the opportunity to really have this mystery foresty jungle space before bedtime. So this connected made me want to reapproach how I make art, because I want something to really connect with people, and what's the truest form of things, when you connect with your kid. So anyway, that's why I chose Tomi Ungerer. And let's look at some more pictures of Tom. That's him. There's a really good one. Oh, this is really funny. That's him too.
Where is he?
He's right there. Oh, but he's probably at home.
What is he doing, Daddy?
Looks like he's eating that glass table. But Tommy, you should check out his other work too. Let me explain this for a second. You should check his other work is really interesting too, because he ended up making a lot of really political work, a lot of really stuff that's kind of erotic stuff. He got banned in a lot of places because everybody's like, you're a weirdo, you're making erotic illustrations and you're making kids' books.
You should read The Three Robbers.
Yeah. Three Robbers is really good too. So, yeah, this is The Three Robbers. So, I think kids' books are really interesting because they kind of tell a story of like, you know, what you're gonna look out for in the world as you get older, and how, like, you know, how you're gonna, like, a kid's book can actually be like super revolutionary. Something like Wall-E, like Pixar's Wall-E, like that's like revolutionary. Other films like that, other people like Hayao Miyazaki's like Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, or Akira Kurosawa's Dreams. Anyway, so it was with that approach that I went to make this piece, which is like, it's kind of a combination of some other things that I shot for another project but like made in anticipation of this piece, of this presentation.
Daddy, when can I finish the book?
Well, maybe afterwards, if you want to read it to people.
Yes, please, please.
Okay. But it's almost your bed. It's past your bedtime.
Oh, come on! I'm having fun back there.
Don't yell. That's a very loud microphone. All right, you ready? I'm gonna take that away from you for just a second. Okay, can we kill this light? That's it.